Arnold Schwarzenegger wants to return to one of his iconic franchises, and it's not Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger became a movie star thanks to the Terminator, and he also launched a franchise that, despite having more bad movies than good, has continued to thrive into the modern day. It's a safe bet we will get more Terminator movies one day. Arnold may even be in them. However, the franchise Arnold apparently has his eye on returning to is his first franchise, Conan. Arnold made 2 Conan movies back in the early days of his career. The second one, Conan the Destroyer, even teased yet another sequel, but that movie never came to pass. Speaking with Collider, Arnold said he's still interested in making that sequel because he thinks with the right team, there's a good story there. Arnold said, "Sometimes I wish that we could do more Conan sequels, because I think that if you have the right director and the right writing, there could be a really, really good franchise to continue King Conan and stuff like that." The Conan sequel indicated that Schwarzenegger's character would eventually become king. The benefit of that is that a story with Conan as king can still be told today, and considering how popular legacy sequels are, Conan would seem like a strong contender for just that sort of movie. There have certainly been attempts to make a third Conan movie over the years, usually going under the name King Conan, and there have even been reports that such a movie was happening. However, for one reason or another, the projects have faltered and never materialized. One of the most significant stumbling blocks has been the rights. It's unclear if the current movie rights rest with the estate of Robert E. Howard, the creator of the character, or if some individual/studio currently owns it. Arnold and his team would need to make some sort of deal in order to even be legally allowed to make their King Conan movie before any actual work on a script could realistically begin. Considering how many movies have seen sequels decades after their last installment, just in the last few years, it's almost a shock that we haven't seen a push toward a new Conan movie. The good news is that if it takes more time, we're not exactly in a rush. Any Conan movie Arnold would make now could still be made in a few years. As somebody who loved the first 2 Conan movies and who watched them more times than I can count as a kid, I would love to see a return to the franchise. Arnold still got it in him to play Conan again, and doing it as an elderly king might actually be more interesting than anything they would have done decades ago. Cinema Blend's resident theme park junkie and amateur Disney historian, Dirk began writing for Cinema Blend as a freelancer in 2015 before joining the site full-time in 2018. He has previously held positions as a staff writer and games editor, but has more recently transformed his true passion into his job as the head of the site's theme park section. He has previously done freelance work for various gaming and technology sites. Prior to starting his second career as a writer, he worked for 12 years in sales for various companies within the consumer electronics industry. He has a degree in political science from the University of California, Davis. Is an armchair imaginer, Epcot stan, Future Club 33 member. Nick Cage opened up about dating Sarah Jessica Parker, her mom, and more after she admitted they dated. One of Nicolas Cage's best movies was Honeymoon in Vegas. Co-starring Sarah Jessica Parker and set in Las Vegas, the rom-com is about a man who loses a big fortune to a professional gambler who then uses his fiancée as collateral. In real life, Parker admitted she and her co-star actually dated in real life. This led to Cage getting real about their past romance that involved his date's mom. On a July 13th episode of Watch What Happens Live, Sarah Jessica Parker casually mentioned to Andy Cohen a decades-old rumor she did date her honeymoon in Vegas co-star Nick Cage. This led to E! News wanting to hear the Oscar winner's side of the story, where he opened up about his past romance with her in a statement. "I care about Sarah, but I don't think I passed the mom test. I recall sitting down with her and her mother for dinner at the Russian Tea Room, and I don't know if it was my blue Vanson leather motorcycle jacket, which I still have, or my sinusitis, but I didn't hear from her again." Ooh. Not hitting it off with your mom's date would definitely hit a snag in the relationship. Maybe Nick Cage's motorcycle jacket gave off bad boy vibes her mother didn't agree with? But I guess it wasn't meant to be. There's no need to feel too bad that things didn't work out between the Honeymoon in Vegas co-stars, as the two have long moved on. Nicolas Cage has been married to multiple famous people, like Patricia Arquette for 6 years and the late Lisa Marie Presley for 107 days. Nicolas Cage then married Alice Kim in 2004, where they shared a son, Kal-El, before their divorce in 2016. But like Cage's honeymoon in Vegas character, he got married in Las Vegas to Riko Shibata in 2021 with their daughter, August, born a year later. As for Sarah Jessica Parker, she's had her share of A-list celebrity dates like Robert Downey Jr. and John F. Kennedy Jr., but the real deal for her was with Matthew Broderick, whom she met at the Naked Angels Theater Company, where the two performed. The Hot in the City actress cutely told Andy Cohen that she was the one who first told the Godzilla actor she loved him, believing she had nothing to lose. It's clear she knew her feelings for her beau were real and wasn't afraid to show them. Plus, I'm assuming Matthew Broderick worked his charm to pass the mom test. Sarah Jessica Parker's wedding day with the Ferris Bueller's Day Off actor took place in 1997, and they have been together ever since. The married couple had a son in 2002 and twin girls in 2009, who were born via surrogacy. Nicolas Cage and Sarah Jessica Parker may not have worked out due to him not passing the mom test. However, it looks like the two stars created their own love stories and families in other places. Make sure to look at our 2025 movie releases so you're up to speed on their upcoming film projects.